Welcome to Uncaged. Today we're speaking with Sean Hicks. We're going to be talking about the world of warranty, service warranties, and Sean is the man that has the knowledge for us in that space. He is the CEO at New Leaf Service Contracts. New Leaf Service Contracts is a leading provider of warranty solutions that offer innovative products and customized programs for millions of customers nationwide. And so anybody who signed up for a service warranty, you know what we're talking about today. But before we get there, Sean, tell us a little bit about you and your background.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thank you for that. So I've been in the service contract space my entire career. I started out with Sears, and then I went to Montgomery Ward, two large retailers that are no longer in existence, right? But
yeah. Well, I'm from Chicago, so I mean, I know these companies well.
So I lived in Chicago, out in Naperville for a couple of years, and ran service for all of Montgomery Ward for a number of years there. And then I got into the TPA space back in 1997 with a company here in Dallas called Warntech. And 12 years ago, a partner and myself, we founded New Leaf Service Contracts, and we really tapped into a underserved market. We decided to focus on the small and mid-market retailers. We don't chase Home Depot, Lowe's. We let the 800-pound gorillas beat each other up over that. And then we help the independent regionals compete with those guys.
I love that. I love that. So, I mean, tell me a little bit about how things are going in that space. I mean, I always think about those mid-sized companies and how absolutely important and critical they are in general to our economy. We kind of sometimes forget about those companies. But tell me how the service space and the warranty space plays for them.
Well, it's going pretty well. I mean, Sears is disappearing, right? I mean, they've less than 50 stores now. And I would say the bulk of that volume has been picked up by the independent space. And you'll even in your hometown up in Chicago and APTA, a large store that's just grown and grown and grown. And so we're seeing all the independents really picking up volume. And, when all boats go up, we go up with them. So it's a good partnership for New.
That's excellent. Now, I mean, I'm just being curious. So we were living through an interesting moment, Sean. I mean, depending on the day, I'm very, very excited about the economy. Other days, I'm not so excited about the economy. How is that impacting the warranty space and service space?
Yeah, I guess we've been pretty fortunate at this point that the independent retail in most states really hasn't been impacted that much, right? You see a lot of the press releases about Home Depot and Lowe's starting to see softening of their back into their fourth quarter, that type of stuff. Our retailers really aren't seeing a lot of that right now. And volume is going away from some of the big boxes. Retailers are still spending money, or consumers are still spending money, going to see the independent retailers. And, they're taking home new appliances. The whole work from home thing that started during COVID has really helped out our industry. People are remodeling kitchens, using appliances more. They're causing them to fail more. So, we're still seeing a pretty decent uptick in business.
What's top of mind for these retailers? I mean, right now, what are the big issues that they're thinking about?
Coming out of COVID, they had a lot of issues with product delivery, being able to get product. So a lot of brands were, coming out of China, coming from the Southeast Asia area, and couldn't get the product into the area. So that's really behind us now. So we're starting to see a lot of that, the old pent up volume that was out there, that's all cleared now. And we're starting to come back into more of a regular replacement cycle. But they're just trying to make sure they compete effectively with Home Depot, Lowe's, Best Buy, and that they get fair pricing from the manufacturers, and that they're able to compete. And that's where New Leaf comes in. We help them in the services space and being able to compete.
That's great. That's great. Well, I mean, Sean, you've worked in this space your whole career. It's so funny. I have such a clear memory going to Sears when I was a child. Anybody of my generation, of our generation, those companies played such a critical role in our lives. And also just getting kind of warranties was a big thing. I remember always kind of that discussion. Tell me a little bit about what drives your passion for this space.
I just enjoy taking care of customers. I have always had a good bent on if I could take a mad customer and make them happy, that's a joy for me. And that's really what you're doing in the service space, right? I mean, you've got a product that's been broken, and now you've got to figure out how to restore them to a good state, and try to do that in a time frame in a way that keeps the customer happy. And so that's what I've always enjoyed about this process.
Yeah. Well, it is funny. I mean, I do know that it does make customers happy. I bought a computer for a dear friend the other day, and the fact that I had gotten the service contract and the warranty, the friend was very, very happy. I think it's a kind of like a calming thing for people some way.
You have two kind of customers. You've got the peace of mind customer, the customer that doesn't want to be without a product, and then you have the customer that doesn't have the time or energy to deal with the mess, right? So those are really our two customers.
That's great. Well, I mean, here we are, Sean, talking at the end of 2023, looking over into 2024. Tell me what you're seeing for next year.
Yeah, so New Leaf we're continuing to grow. We grow every month. More and more retailers join our product and our company. We've got about 650 retailers that do business with us today nationwide, and we look to see that grow. We expect to grow by 10 to 12% in the top line revenue for the year, and mainly that's going to be through acquisition of new customers for us. So, we're always working with our existing clients, keeping them trained, keeping them up to date on the products and how to get service. And but we really have some high performing clients, so most of our growth is going to come out of new clients acquisition in 2024. We're going to continue to invest in technology. Technology drives the business space, and we're going to do that to help us, improve the efficiency and our ability to take care of a consumer in a time frame that makes them happy.
Well, Sean, I thought your answer was going to be that you foresee another national championship for Alabama, but it sounds like New Leaf service growth is going to be great as well next year. If someone wanted to learn more about what you and the team are working on, where's the best place to get in touch with you?
So you can go to www.trynewleaf.com, and there you can learn more about us. You can also submit a request to have somebody call. And then my email address is Sean, SEAN, at newleafsc.net. And so I would love to talk to anybody that wants to learn more about us, or if you wanted to go through our website to kind of learn more that way, you can reach out to us through that as well.
Well, I love the space. And Sean, it's something that I really think a lot about. I spent the first half of my career working in very large kind of Fortune 500, Fortune 1000 companies, and then looking into that small to medium-sized business world, which really drives the bulk of the U.S. economy, to be honest with you, is great. And so I love the New Leaf service business, and I love the fact that you're supporting and finding growth there. It's been great to have you on the Uncaged show today, and we look forward to having you back.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being with you today.
Have a great one.